Hello. We've returned. Let me double check all the sound levels. Been having weird sound issues, but I think we're good. We're back. I'm back. You're back. We're back. Oh boy. Okay. So today, right now, we're going to do bingo stuff. We're also going to listen to RuneScape music. It's not what we usually do, but it's what we're going to do. Making sure everything's up and going. Oh boy. Give me 1 second to change the category on YouTube, because it's once again decided we're streaming entertainment rather than gaming, and then we can't put in the name. Okay. And then Twitch, it looks like, is also streaming what we were streaming previously, so we'll have to fix that real quick. It'll be 1 second. Hold on. Hang with me. We're almost there. All right, 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We just have to type in the word old. Good job. We're done. Can exit 17 tabs here. Actually, we'll just exit all. Great. So where are we? What's going on? What's happening? Well, we're in bingo. We're in the throes of a bingo. Maybe more importantly, we've cleaned up a lot of the bingo board. Our team has cleaned up a lot of the bingo board. I've done some things. My team has done a lot of things. So now we've been, I wouldn't say relegated, but we're just run out of things to do besides TOA and Vetion. We need a Skull of Vetion. And as you may know, if you watch this channel ever, or in the past year, I guess, not ever, but in the past year, we've done a lot of TOA, and I'm just not interested in doing more TOA. So, in the interest of doing what's interesting to me, we're going to do Vetion, maybe finally get the pet here. But the Skull of Vetion is on the to-do list. Hey, somebody actually got a pet already, so the pet is no longer on the bingo board, but the Skull of Vetion is. Ooh. So that's the goal for today. We do still have the dust from CMs on the bingo list, but I don't want to spend the entire stream learning CMs, and by learning I mean figuring out how to efficiently kill vanguards. So we'll be here instead. We need stuff here. I will learn how to do CMs. That's the plan for this week if I have time, or this weekend when we have time, but just not today. Tomorrow maybe. If not tomorrow, certainly, hopefully by Sunday. I don't know. They're not impossibly hard. Just have to settle in and get over my hate for the vanguards. I don't want to say loathe. It's just hate. I just hate them. I think it's a silly room. I was reading on Reddit, because I like to hear what the community has to say about different things, you know. And Reddit's really the only place you can catch, like, moments in time. I like to see where people have complained about things that I just wasn't content that I was doing at the time. So I peruse Reddit to see how people like stuff. Anyway, I was perusing, and somebody was complaining about vanguards, because vanguards have a very unique problem in the game that I don't think any other boss has, where they're extremely subject to power creep. If you're doing vanguards in best in slot gear, 5 years ago, your max hits, your accuracies, everything is different. So if you're doing them now in best in slot gear, it's like different, it's in a way harder because you can make them reset, and it's just going to be an ongoing problem. So the person was pointing out that they have a very unique problem in the game itself that nothing else really has, because everything you want to kill faster, right? Vanguard you want to kill carefully. So I thought that was interesting. I think that's a fair point. There wasn't really a good, counter argument. Nobody had a good explanation or how that's going to work out, but I thought it was an interesting point. Not that that's why I'm not doing vanguards. I just hate them. I feel like you take way too much damage. I was in leagues anyway. I was taking way too much damage. I feel like it's way too much damage, and it's way too much. Well, that and Mudded Isles. It's way too um, like chug potion heavy. You just sit there and try not to die. It's too much damage and it's too quickly. I guess that's the problem. I get like a Vasa where you take a lot of damage if you screw up or if you don't kill fast enough. That's interesting. Then you have strategy you can employ. But there's not a lot of strategy to hit harder. And with Vanguards, it's not even flat hit harder, you know. It's hit harder and hit carefully. Nope. We're here for the skull. I think I mentioned that before. We're really here for the pet. The skull, as of the last stream, 2 streams ago, whenever we streamed before, the skull has a little loot beam that's going to show up over it. So it'll be a bright white light. Whereas the pet will get a pop-up. Either would be great. If we get the pet, we're done. We're not going to hang out for the skull post-pet. We'll just punt it back to the team. There are other things on the board we could go work on. And there are other things I'd like to do. So Dagannoth Kings have a spot on the board. And while I don't want to go kill Dagannoth Kings, just all silly-like, we still need pets there. Oddly enough, somebody got a pet there. But they've managed to get, the team has managed to get 2 of the 4 rings there. So we're a couple short. Meaning our efforts hopefully wouldn't be in vain. Also, we've had really weird luck this week at Desert Treasure 2 bosses. So I've managed to pull the second Magnus Vestige, the one from the Duke. Pulled it in 300 KC, less than 300 KC since the last one. Which is strange, because the last one took 2000 KC, and this one took less than 300. And then we got a Bellator Vestige to fill out the Whisperer slot on the bingo board. Apparently orbs counted, and I got orbs, and then I realized, or was told orbs counted, and so I went back, and then, I mean, we've been there very little, actually. Pull up the Whisperer KC here. We'll talk about chambers in a bit. We've been 17 Whisperers and got an orb and a Bellator Vestige, so sorted. We've dealt with that quite quickly. Oh boy. As far as chambers go and why we're not doing chambers today, I think it was off stream, maybe. I think off stream I got the Dragon Hunter crossbow. But there's a slot for a mega rare on the board, and I picked up a mega rare, so we're not doing that for right now. Mega rare was on our to-do list. A Dex is also on our to-do list for the year, but I'm trying. I typically do try to observe bingo. I feel like the team, you know, expects me to participate to the best of my ability. I don't really feel like it's fair to just go, oh, well, my grinds are this for the week. Good luck with your bingo. Like their income, their money in this bingo hinges on whether or not the team pulls together, you know. I'm not doing Tob. I'm relying on other people to do Tob. The least we can do is this grind that we plan to do anyway. We're just expediting it a bit. TOA I don't really want to do. This is why TOA is on the bottom of the to-do list. I'd love to do TOA if we had a T-bow and everything and we're just like, you know, working on our cape and get back in the groove there. But the problem is Chambers hasn't been particularly generous. So us going back to TOA is kind of a little too soon, I think. If we had a T-bow and a Dex. And honestly, Ancestral, just the whole suite of things from Chambers. Would not mind settling in at TOA for the remainder. But we're not in a TOA mode. Also kind of need to relearn experts. I hate to say that, but I was looking at a guide or just like the inventory layout and I was like, I know I made changes to this and I just can't remember what they are because it's been almost a year since we've been there. We haven't done a TOA since, what, July or something? Coming up on the better part of a year of no TOA content. That's what you get for a few months of TOA content. Those long sabbaticals. Big hit. Send it. Ooh. Was a big hit. Juicy. We love to see it. Nope. 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 Oh, goodness. Just chip away, baby. Chip away. Chip away. The end. The end. Hey, when the music is like upbeat, moving when I'm in the wilderness. I want it to be super quiet. I want it to not have any kind of anxiety in it. I want it to be super chill. I want it to just say, hey man, it's okay. No one will hurt you. No one even hurts people in the wilderness anymore. Scusi. Let's think about this weekend. So what are we going to do? Well, hopefully we can clear the bingo board today or tomorrow. That would be lovely. The only things left of those things I mentioned, there's Tob. There's a Avernic tile. It's an Avernic, 2 of the Dagonoth rings, a Skull of Vetian, and a TOA unique that apparently means a purple at TOA. It does not mean any unique because someone got a Cache of Runes, which is a unique, and that didn't count. So, well, I will say, I haven't been in the clan pretty much this whole week for bingo, like showing up in the clan chat and stuff. It's not like I've kept them on silent. I haven't seen too many TOA uniques. I don't know if it's like maybe less people are participating in bingo than I had thought. But it's been, I remember one. I remember somebody getting, maybe 2 since the start of bingo. But I really just remember an Osmondon's fake. Not big on the light bearers. Not any of that kind of stuff. I don't know. What in the world? Two hits after, but 14 hits to kill the dog. Sure. Why not? Sad to say there are no Phosani's Nightmares uniques on the board. That would be the dream. But no. So we'd have no reason to go back there. I'd really like to get back there after finishing Ancestral, but we gotta, we gotta make that happen. Whee! So doubling back to talk about, oh boy, Chambers this week. Finally got a mega rare. Unfortunately, it's the Kodai, so we continue. But our loot from 241 Chambers is now 250 million GP. So shout out to the Kodai at 100 million for bumping that all the way back up. And the Dragon Hunter crossbow helps, But not like a Kodai. The mega rares are expensive. Really the worst option, but what can you do? It's on the collection log now. As long as we don't do dupes, we're good. It also means we got to change the light color on the Kodai and the Dragon Hunter crossbow from orange and purple respectively to black. If we get all the mega rares, we'll change... Oh boy. Oh, that was a dumb place to stand. We'll change the color on... Oh boy. Dupe uniques to red. So I dislike the red color more than I dislike the black color, but the black color stands out because it doesn't stand out. I thought about changing them all to white, which maybe should do. Don't know. I suppose it won't be as disappointing to get a dupe piece of Ancestral as it will be to get a dupe or a dupe torn or something in a white box, Or maybe white's not appropriate. Super Combats, Wine of Zami. I think we just bank that. I'm going to go get some coffee. We'll carry on. I just want to have that stuff put away. Kill count, we're at 2844 for Vetian. For Calvarion, rather. Again, we are going for the pet, ideally. But the skull for bingo. So, as always, we have our own aims. As always, we are just trying to get that pet. Last time was the pet in the Voidwaker. Now it's the pet in the bingo. Will it happen? When will it happen? Nobody knows. I'm almost convinced the Lord himself may not know at this point. Let's see where we are before we run to get coffee. Let's see where we are in the overall Iron Man. If it loads, it's not loading. Try to load it while I'm getting coffee. Oh wait, it loaded. Iron Man Calvarion high scores. We're ranked 220, so we carry on. I'll be right back. Whew, back. Sorry. So apparently I forgot to push go on the coffee pot. So that's a wild disappointment. And we'll wait. There will be no coffee. We'll do a birdhouse run and then head back to Calvarion. I just want to do a birdhouse run because if I don't do it right now, I'm going to forget. Plus, there's no rush. Calvarion will be there, you know? Who cares? Who's shaking his cage right now? Who's over there rattling him up? No one but us, baby. It's just us. We are getting to the end of onion seeds. I've been very consistent about these birdhouse runs, and it's really showing in my seed levels right now. There's Joey. We've done 632 redwood birdhouses. This is all since the start of the year, and only here. And this doesn't include what I've done, you know, if I'm on a different device. Goodness gracious. I don't know why I'm always so tempted to open these and pull the seeds out. Like, it's not helpful. If the seed is bad, we'll throw it on the ground, and then we're at the same number of inventory spaces full. If the seed is good, we'll keep it, and then we've just lost an inventory space because I couldn't be patient enough to wait. Let's go to the bank. Real dud of a birdhouse run, huh? Oh, a redwood tree. Wow. If only we needed that. We just never used redwood seeds. The bank is full. So here's one of the little problems with running raids and all the stuff we've been doing is everything fills up. Because we don't need this empty holy elixir spot. We really don't need 2 logs. Saltpeter's going to have to go, but I just did not want to do that right now. I want to do a big old drop. His name is I Smell Zaza. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'd put that on there. Or maybe you're just telling everyone. Maybe it's like somebody in this room got that Zaza, which I assume is pizza. Must be. I don't know what else it would be. Let's get out of here. We're good? Yeah, okay. Back to Calvarion. We're not quite 100 above the pet rate. Not quite. We're getting there. It's coming. Be sure that it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Is this because I talked about TOA? Isn't this TOA music? What is this? This is so intense. The Masket's Promise. Yeah, dude. That's TOA. My goodness. It's so loud. Oh, is it not loud for you? Is there no game sounds? I'm noticing that the game sounds may not be on. What is happening right now with the audio? I have to fix that. I don't know what's happening. This is certainly not the best place to be doing this. I clicked the wrong one. Hold on. What is going on? Is that better? Can you hear? What is happening right now? I do not understand why it's not picking up audio. There's so much music. My goodness. Very strange. So weird that it's not showing anything. Yeah, hit him with the 2. It's just dead silence besides me talking. Love that. So I turn on music specifically so it's not dead silence besides me talking, and now it's just me going on about music that you're not even listening to. Help. No? Still no, huh? Weird. We'll fix it after we're not here. I feel like this is a bad time to be troubleshooting. I know, crazy, but not finding it to be the best, most relaxing time to troubleshoot. Beautiful. Oh, okay. So we had to set it to default. See how loud the music is? Came in super hot with this song. You can look up the song on your own. I think it's what a mask, it's a promise. Yeah, it's just a lot. Came in super hot. Oh, no good. You're 1 tick too late. The skull is 1 in 600 something here. I think we looked up last week and it was 612 or something like that. So the chance of our team, well, I guess if the team is getting it as well. Maybe it's possible, you know, if we can kill 60 Vetions. Well, we don't have 60. Let me think how many people. I think it's a team of 6, right? So we'd each have to kill 100 Vetions to be on rate. These guys aren't killing Vetion. I've talked to them. This is also why I didn't want to do TOA right now, because these guys are so gung-ho about doing raids during the bingo. Would rather get out of the way at this point. It's going to make more sense for me to get out of the way than to try to, I don't know, get there faster in raids. Try to outrun them to a purple. Like, I was happy to do chambers because I needed chambers and we had multiple chamber spots on the board. But I'm not going to race them for a TOA purple when I have to warm back up, you know. I will if we get this, but this is something we're doing anyway. The pet anyway, not the skull. We don't need a 4th skull. We really don't need another Void Waker piece, truth be told. Just looking for bones, man. We're just looking for the bones. The head bone. Them skull bones. Beautiful. Big hit? Oh. But now a big hit? No. But this time any hit will send him. Yeah, already sent, actually. If you're doing math correctly. My favorite part about bingo... Oh, you rat. You... It's just really annoying, isn't it? Oh well, that's fine. We'll hop. I guess I gotta turn on the inventory hider. My favorite part about bingo is when everybody's getting on, you know, Discord or in the clan chat or whatever and allocating work. I think it's so cool. Oh, I'm going here. Oh, I'm doing that. Yeah. He had a Slayer helmet. Why did he have a Slayer helmet on? We should go tell him. Slayer helmet doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's not worth it to tell him. We're gonna go see if he left the spot, but he was running in a way that did not indicate he was looking to book it. Kind of was a little bit of a lull and a drag. It's kind of a slow moving little twist. Oh, it is empty. He just finished the kill and then bailed? Weird. Sure. We'll take it back. shall not complain, you know? We shall not complain. Back we go. What have I contributed to the bingo board? Let's see. I've added a magic fang from Zulra. Added a holy elixir from Corp. That was our Corp unique item. Added the Bellator from the Whisperer. Oop. And I think I did one more. Oh, mega rare. Sure. Added the mega rare one from Chambers, being the Kodai. I think that's it. Yeah, I was really pushing for a pet, but somebody else snagged that at the Dagonoth Kings. I wanted to say that I grabbed a Skull of Vetion right there, but we didn't get it, so I can't say that. I'll have to look at the board again. Oh, the Glacial Tumultles, whatever, the little hammers. Added those. So I've done at least, you know, my share, I think. Now's a good time to leave. You useless little man. I don't understand what he's doing. So he walks into the world, he crashes somebody, he finishes the kill, he leaves. Why? Why? Just why? If you want the world, I left before. What a weird person. Like, we gave it up, you know? It wasn't like we were sticking around, and then he left. I don't get it. People are weird. Alright. Just let you have it, I guess. Good luck in there. You can now smell that there's coffee brewing, and I'm so excited. The anticipation is so high. I feel like we should run a TOA or something. I say that like I can just whip them out. I'm not really sure if I even have the ability right now to run a master or a hard TOA. I don't know. It's been a while. Probably have to warm back up. I went through it yesterday. I was thinking through it, and I was like, I don't know which room would be the sticking point exactly. Like, the way we were doing it, we started with Z-Back, and Z-Back's easy. And then we went to Kefri, and that one's pretty easy. And then we went to Baba or Akka. And Akka is just a lot of butterflying, which is going to be easier now than it was before because we have a shadow, which we didn't. And Baba was never particularly difficult. Not after you learned Red X. Oh, we probably should have. Oh, okay. So I wasn't really figuring out which part it might be the sticking point for me, for us, for bingo. For bingo TOAs. I don't know. There'll probably be something. Wardens isn't particularly hard. I know just like thinking through content is different than doing the content, but I'm not really sure where the sticking point will be. Our gear is just flat out better than the last time we were there. You know, we have the Rancor now as opposed to the old, what was it, Torture? I always get those mixed up. And then we just have the regular Bofa, but that hasn't changed. I guess we have a prayer that's better. Still just rocking the old Osmuntons. We could go try to Tob. I don't know. We need an Avernic. But I don't really feel like getting an Avernic before getting the bingo done. Rushing learning Tob feels like a silly thing to do. For bingo purposes, you know, it doesn't really help. I don't think we're going to learn Tob in what we have a week left. Not as sufficiently as we could just run probably 10-ish TOAs if we wanted to, if that's the way we go. Really, this is what we need to be doing. That's why we're doing it. These boys need help. And who better to kill Calvarion than rank, nobody really knows what rank anymore. These high scores are dragging, aren't they? My goodness. There we go. It's gonna be updated since we hopped worlds. Oop, you did. We're ranked 980, but that's not where we're at. This is the rank. 215. We jumped 5 spots in that time. We're getting to the point where it's like incremental increases. Like the increases in rank come at certain intervals. It's like every 5 or 10 kills. Because we're getting to the point where people have gone dry for a pet or whatever. And then they finish out a certain number of kills. So your rank 2000 or your rank, you know, all your rank 220 to 215 might have just tried to get 2,850 KC because they got the pet, you know, or they might have just gone to pet rate and then stopped. And then, so once you pass pet rate, you pass a group of people or whatever. They just, people seem in this community to place themselves around those numbers. It's cute. It's nice. I do it. That's why my kill count at Zammy is what it is. What, where is it? Grill. 815 because it's a nice 5, you know. 1-5. I like 5s or 0s. So once we set it at 815, it's like, well, if it's all logged, what's the point of still doing it? I imagine the same as here. If you get the pet around pet rate, once it's logged, you just find a comfy number. That's all of that to say. We start passing people in batches now. This is the batch passing because people end on those numbers as a group. When you're in the low levels, you know, you keep just climbing. People get spooned, you're passing the spoons, you're passing the people who just give up, or they get the one item they need and they're not back yet for the boss or the pet or whatever. I don't even know what our KC is, to be honest. But it tracked 2848. So we passed the 2840s. 2845s. That was a hell of a bite, dude. So we're at 2850 now? We're right around, that's at least 2850. Not the most helpful. Not the most helpful. Remember, when we hop world, you have to switch it to random, because Jagex doesn't know how to do a music player that plays consistently the same thing. Must be adjusted whenever you log in. Cannot retain settings. Kinda sucks to be back here. It's kind of nice to be back here. Feels very, like, homecoming. Somebody got the Whisper Speed Trialist, which I guess is 2.5 minutes on Whisper. Right now, 250. Oh, it's probably sub 3. You can actually click on those things and they will tell you what the task was. Instead of just sitting here trying to remember which is what, we can just click on it. Not worth it. Click on it and you have to navigate to the game tab down here. That's a lot of clicking. Just to know how fast somebody went. Something that has no bearing on me or us or any of the stream stuff. Just no bearing on my life whatsoever. Probably will not think about it today, except for later when I think about that I wasn't going to think about it. And I'll think about how wrong I was, and I'm thinking about it again. But other than that, I'm not going to think about it again. Nope. Oh no. Bye. Cool. Not helpful, but very cool. How many have we done this year? That was our 170th this year. And no uniques, unless you count the Ancient Scepter. No skulls, no Voidwakers. Obviously no pets. Just very surprising. Only 2,000 Chaos Runes. I'm always a bit shocked at how hard Chaos Runes are to come by. You can make 2,000 with rune crafting pretty quickly. Like Abyss rune crafting. I've done that a couple times. I guess if we get this, we could... Well, we'll see how much time we have left. I don't know. Do we just settle in on this the whole time? Or do we maybe go do Dagonoth Kings? The give and take is... Apparently, a couple other people in our group can do Dagonoth Kings. Which is great. But I also need a pet there. I ended up skipping over a Dagonoth task to get an Araxor task to fill the Araxor tab. That's another one I did on the bingo board, was I got the Araxor unique. And like 6 kills too. It was very quick. It was very surprisingly quick. Ooh boy. We got a couple minutes left and then the coffee will for sure be done this time. I double checked the light was on. It was funny because I walked away from the coffee pot. I prep it before the stream and I walked away from it preparing to come stream and I thought to myself, is that on? And then I heard a noise. It's been very windy outside, so it's probably literally the wind. But I heard a noise behind me in the kitchen area and I thought, yeah, the coffee machine's on. I've never heard it make that noise though. Probably because it kicks on. It's probably because it was the wind and it doesn't make that noise. Hindsight's 2020. All of that to say, the coffee did not get started. The day started poorly. Buddy, buddy, buddy. I wonder how much the Bellator goes for right now. We'll have to make our third one once we get to Dagonoth Kings. Getting that warrior ring. We're actually out of warrior rings because I threw them in Death's Poplar forever ago. I'm like an absolute dummy. 60 mil, please. Probably because that new slash gear that they've kicked around. Really up that slash game. We're at 28.54. We'll do one more. And then go bank and get coffee. And bank. Banking is important, but really getting the coffee. The secret is if you don't start with some coffee, you can't ever have some coffee. So we gotta go get some going. It's either that or water. I'm getting thirsty. Okay, buddy. Come on. How much longer must we suffer? Foolishly, I had hoped that this would be like right around pet rate. You get the pet. This might be our driest pet. I would say it is. I'd love to compare it against Scorpio, and I will compare it against Scorpio because I think it's the only other pet we've gone to rate for. But the difference with Scorpio is that Scorpio, even if we went past a rate, Scorpio only has one iteration of the boss, whereas this one has the 2, so we have to count them, you know, together, independently. Okay, bye-bye. That's also difficult to count, because I don't know if we're getting MVPs when we did the other one. Okay. Scorpio. Boop, 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 boop. Where is it? It's a lot of KC. Things like lunar chest. I'm sorry, what is happening? Why do we have 0? What is this? Theater of Blood? Why do we have so many zeros? Next, nightmare. Ugh. Where's Scorpio? 2785. I don't know if that's worse. It's pretty close. If we're flat, I don't know. I'll look up Scorpio before we get coffee. I'm just trying to wait it out and make sure it's all brewed. It's like 2600. We're certainly past our movie. Oh, 2000. So we went significantly further. Significantly further. 2785. We went like, oof, that's pretty significant. Yeah, goodness gracious. What a monster I am. An absolute fiend. Alright, well, we hammer on. Literally. Keep smashing this guy over the head. I'll be back. Coffee time. See you in a second. All right, we're back. I will say, we've done a lot of Hespori. I didn't realize that. I will say that in addition to pushing all of the, you know, the chambers stuff, I hadn't thought about it, but our kill count without a dex is quite alarmingly high. We're well above 450 chambers of Zarek without a dex. Well above 450. I guess we have this pulled up, right? This will tell us. 456. See? Close to 460. Just seems crazy for no dex. We have a mega rare. Check. We have other stuff. I don't know. We have stuff. I'm not complaining, I guess. Dexes fell off price-wise, so we wouldn't want to farm them for money. It's just a bit surprising. Beautiful. Oh. Steady. Beautiful. Feels very loud. Is it very loud right now? My headset's usually turned up a bit higher, though. Yeah, it's a bit loud. Where's the PC audio sounds? I think it's on that side of the headset. Right? I think that's what it is. I think it's this side. Oh well. We'll turn it down later. Dragon bones. Rats. Not helpful. Not now, dragon bones. You beautiful little price inflating item, you. We need the skull. The item that's worth like 50,000 last we checked. And it's probably gone down since. Don't know what a skull piece is. Oh, the cape is skull. Look at that. That's gone up, actually. It's gone up from 56 to 58. Wow, big money. We're hunting big money. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, that's hot. It's so embarrassing to have all these bosses we haven't done. Theater. It's just theater, nightmare. And we've done some nightmare, but we've done a lot of Osanis because I think it's more interesting. What else is on there? Coliseum, Zuck. That's it. Maybe we should have done Mauritania zone in the last league. Really, I guess this one, the one we did, the Corin zone, helped me get comfy running solos. Mage running at Ulm. So no negatives there, no hard feelings, no bad relic regret or area regret or anything like that. Would just love to get to start doing Nightmare. Not Nightmare, wow, words. Tob. Tob's just a little tricky because it's not like you can ever really get to doing it solo. I know some absolutely cracked people have done it solo, but practically speaking, it's not like Chambers where if you want to learn it solo, you just lock in and hang out for a few hours, or TOA where you scale it up. You're gonna need a team. Maybe it's not as hard to find a team as I make it out to be. Maybe like I've convinced myself it's harder than it is. I don't know. Beautiful sounds. The tootiest sound there ever was. little miscellaneous music. Our max is only a 45. It's depressing. Thought it was harder than that. Thought we were a big hitter. Apparently, we needed to drink a super combat. Oh, a palm tree seed. Wow. None of this is the pet, and none of this is the skull, so all of this is useless. Geez, this dude just got the siren staff. Wow. That was very quick. He's not very high kill count. When you see people get spooned a piece of the Soul Reaper axe, you have to remember, you might also get spooned a piece. But it doesn't really matter, because you need to get spooned 4 pieces. What's up, Zordy? We're just working on bingo stuff. Just working on that Veteon skull. I was talking earlier about how Chambers has finally produced an orange light. We have our first mega rare on the account. Wow. Wow. Which one is it? Great question. I don't want to talk about it. Sad to say, it's not a good answer. Great question, bad answer. It's old butt plug. The old Kodai. The magical little butt. And there she is, Kodai insignia, baby. It was a mega rare for bingo purposes, which is great. Otherwise, just really boo. You know, just a big old boo. Just... I did kind of freak out when I got it, because it was orange, you know, the light was orange. I was like, oh my god! I don't say oh my god very much. It was one of those phrases I said growing up, but sometimes things are overwhelming. Gotta call a lord and say, what's up, God? You see this? You see this orange light here? He's like, bruh, what is it though? Watching that pop up was like torture. Slowly unfurling. Oof, we gotta do it again. Twice more at least. Buddy. But we're back here, hunting for the skull. The skull would complete 2 more bingos, I think. Our board is very, very cracked right now. It's a little ridiculous. I think the bingo is running for 3 weeks. It might be 2 weeks. 2 full weeks. I could check. At any rate, we've almost finished the board. We're a handful of things off the board. Boom, boom. I will check, if I can remember how to check. Just need to open the tab. We've been sending the board back and forth on Discord and just slashing out items. I guess I should also keep an eye on the board just to see if anybody's added anything. I don't know. I don't get all the pop-ups for these people. Like a skull of Veteon's not going to pop up in the clan chats. Maybe someone else would get a skull and wouldn't pop up. The Seer's ring won't pop up in the clan chat. There'll be items on here that just don't pop up. Because they're cheap. Well, I guess they'll pop up with their collection logs, but you know what I mean. Like generally, they won't pop up. Okay. Oh boy. So what's left? The skull is left. Here's the board. Well. So we have the skull, we have an Avernic, we have 2 of the Dagonoth rings, those being the Archers and the Seer's ring. I love how we've X'd off part of it. Whatever. We have a unique from TOA, and that's it. Oh, dust. Metamorphic dust. So I guess the skull only completes 1 bingo. Out of all the things on the board, just 1 bingo. Everything else does multiple, I think. Metamorphic dust will also only do 1 right now. The Dagonoth rings would complete, geez, Louise, 5? Well, they won't do the TOA one, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Those will do all the X ones. That's what we should be doing. Really trying to push the board, right? They're just so easy to get. We'll go there after this kill, just to make sure we're helping. Make sure we've done our part. But I really want the pet here. I don't know. There are other people who go to Dagonoth Kings during the day. I don't have time to do stuff like that during the day. So, no. I'd also really much rather have a Dagonoth task if we're going to be at the Dagonoth Kings. Just for the extra DPS and less helmet swaps, you know? Makes it a bit easier for gear. Alrighty, bye-bye. That's the board. Magic logs. Say bye, board. Bye, board. Get the Bluetooth pairing out of here. Whee! We'll just hang here. This will be the stream. I always feel the same way about Dagonoths as I just described. I need the pet so I could go. The run is okay. It's not terrible anymore. But really, it comes down to like, is that the most efficient thing I should be doing? Which is why I kind of like the tasks. It's like, yeah, it is. Go do the task. But otherwise, eh. If these other guys can kill it. I feel like the ring drop rate is so much easier than this drop rate. I've seen so few skulls. I feel like I see so many rings there. Which I probably don't. I probably only see a couple. I know the Magnus one, or the Mage's ring or whatever, the Seer's ring. We've only seen, what, 2 or 3 in however many kill count. I'm pretty close to on rate, that's really what it is. But you can get so many kills there. You typically will see a ring because you have 1 of 4, you know. Okay, okay. Let's just land the plane on this kill. Let's just bring it on down. There, if you're lurking in the Twitch chat, feel free to follow or subscribe. YouTube chat, whatever. Feel free to follow or subscribe. It's appreciated. It's your 30-minute invitation now that we've been streaming for 52 minutes. So I'll remind you again in 8. It's just gonna get so busy here. We have to remember that if we don't go for the pet right now, like in these wee morning hours, it's only gonna get worse, you know? I like killing Dagonoth Kings. They're fun. It's like juggling. Oh, see? Oh well, buddy. Jeez. Why though? Go! I don't even know if that's a melee hit. He's running in, yeah. Kill each other. Not me. Idiot. Are they fighting each other? There's no way they're actually fighting each other. They are actually fighting each other. What the hell? What? What? Okay, well that seems like a good time to go to Dagonoth Kings. We wanted it, then the Lord just didn't want to give it, so not today. That hot streak put us down, what, 6 more ranks? We're down to 209. We're getting to the top 200. It's pretty impressive. I mean, you can lie about it, but it's pretty impressive. Come on, it's pretty impressive. To Dagonoth Kings, just for the fun of it. Just for the rings. Okay, it's been a while, so... probably have time to do a TOA. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Let's run a TOA. Let's run that back. It's been a while. Let's see what we can do. Do I want to do a TOA? No. No, I don't. No, I don't. No. No. No, I don't. And that row is missing the Avernic. So if we don't get the Avernic, though it would theoretically inhibit the Dagannoth King one. We'll go do the Dagannoth Kings. What else could we do? That's pretty much it. It's not a lot on this board. We could just go do Chambers. You know? Just go work on our own business. Mind our own. Do we do that? Probably should. Yeah, let's do that. I know I've just convinced myself to do more Chambers. Crazy. Here's the thing. These guys, these people in the team can do Dagannoth Kings, right? They have been doing Dagannoth Kings. So do we keep on pushing with them, or do we just let them run? I think we just let them run a bit. There's at least one of them who has said multiple times that I think it's today or tomorrow. He's taking a long weekend, and he's just constantly said, like, you guys let me know what you want me to do, and I'm going to take some time off of work, and I'm just going to do it. That's great. So this can be his moment to shine. I think we should run Chambers for the accounts progression. For us, for ourselves. Ready for a long one? A long what? Long Chambers of Zarek? A long stream? A long weekend? Just a long one? Long what? Yeah, probably, I guess, though. I'll take a long one, whatever it is. Boop, 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 boop. I am gulping this coffee down because it was so delayed. Blue, blue. Pickaxe and bolts. A green, a green, a blue, a blue, a green, green, a blue, a blue, a green, green, kind of blue, a pseudo blue. I don't feel like the Dragon Hunter crossbow adds anything to our kit. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know that it does. Hold on. We use these, and then we have the. Where's the Nezzy? Don't drop those. There we go. Is this what we take into Ulm? Not really. It's more like this. So that's how we're running around with Ulm. Is this it? Yeah. UDPS. Okay. That versus a Bofa with a crystal helmet. Oh, well, that doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay. I'm just going to compare these because Ulm head versus Ulm head. Max hit is 100. DPS is higher with the Dragon Hunter crossbow. Average time to kill is less. Okay, fair enough. Maybe we've just had some bad noodles lately. Some real big noodles. Alright, fair enough. We won't bring it. That's fine. I'm happy to concede that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We're just figuring it out. I've just been playing around with the different stuff, you know? The Missouri, the blowpipe, all of that good stuff. Just been playing around with it. I think that's the only real way to appreciate what's going on. So that's what we've been doing. Guardians up first, and then Motodiles will be the first real room. It's Guardians and Ice Demon, but Ice Demon is jokes. We're not even going to take a... Well, we'll take a ranging potion. Why not? We've farmed a whole bunch of them off of old dead bones. It's kind of weird not having the Rada's Blessing because I can tell that there is a decrease in my prayer longevity. I can feel the difference. It's very strange. I've never had that where I've done content so much that I can tell how pretty much how long prayer will last and then switched over to a bolt or something. I guess it's only a bolt. That's what goes in that slot. And then been able to tell like, oh, this is less prayer than I normally have here. It's never detrimental because we have so many revites. It's just very strange. Oh, ow. I would just really love to get something on stream. That's pretty much where we're at. How weird is it that those PKers killed each other? I mean, come on now. That's crazy. What are the chances? I'd say pretty low. I've never seen it happen. I've never seen that happen. We got this and then Ice Demons. I guess we'll double back for the Bochus. Is it directly? No. It's this and then Scavs and then Ice Demon. That's even worse. I'm gonna run through a Scav room twice. Maybe it's better. Maybe there'll be a tree we can chop in there with the axe from Ice Demon. Wow, somebody got Thieving level 94. Maybe we should go Thieving. I don't know. I always think about that kind of stuff in moments like this where I'm like, oh, and if I have extra time, I should go and, you know, steal from elves to get more crystal shards. I'm like, buddy, listen, hold on. We have 11,000 charges in the crystal armor. We don't need crystal shards. Relax. Just maintain the course, you know. There are other things we can tend to before we have to go farm up crystal shards. I get excited. I'm an excitable person. What can I say? Okay. We need the pickaxe to be dropped. We need this. We'll drop one of these. Maybe that's a problem. I don't know. It could be a problem because we have to deal with mudadiles. We'll see. Ooh. All right. If you're lurking in the Twitch chat, feel free to follow or subscribe. It's a 30-minute invitation at 30 minutes this time. Crazy town. I know. Welcome to Crazyville. Nobody has pinged the Discord with updates on their bingo progress. Very sad to say. Very sad to say. Yeah, I think we're good. We don't need to slap the pool again. We're fine. We're good. All right. Back we go. Sorry, I'm switching back and forth between the Discord to make sure we didn't miss something, like if bingo's been closed. That is one of my biggest fears with the bingo stuff, is we've been really pushing, and the chance, I don't know if this is how bingo works, I don't know, there aren't a lot of bingos I participated in where the board has actually been filled. This is a board-sized board. But I don't know if there's a chance that the board is just like shut down at some point, like if somebody other team clears it up. Do they shut it down? I don't know. I don't know. No idea. We should have some time after this raid. Not a ton of time, but some time. And we might do glories to see if we get the eternal glory. Again, not on the bingo board, but we could probably make it. We'll see how long this raid is before we promise too much. If the raid is as long as I suspect it'll be, we could probably make it to Dagon of the Kings and do a handful of kills. They're not very long kills, you know? Especially with, like, our gear. They're pretty quick. It's just, yeah, just getting there and getting settled. And if it's worth it. I don't know. I would love to go to TOA and like warm up on one of the rooms so we're ready to run TOA. I don't think there are any rooms that makes any sense. I think that the only difficult parts are still going to be difficult. Like Aka's still going to suck. What's the other one that's Baba? Like the monkey room itself, not Baba, but like the monkey room. It's like all the parts that are usually not great are going to still not be great, whether or not we warm up. So I don't really know how that would help. Wardens is always a bit questionable in my brain. It's not always a bit questionable, but like standing in certain positions and skull skipping are things I haven't done for a while, so that might need some tightening up. I'm trying to think through the raid before I go and commit myself to it. I don't know, maybe we do that tomorrow. That could be fun. It could feel like old times, right? Comfy little 400s or whatever. Start with 3s, work up to 4s. Get another shadow. How fun would that be? 2 mega rares and 1 bingo board. I will tell you now, though, and I hate to bring this up, but I will tell you, there's another bingo that I'm considering joining in. There's a content creator that I like who's been whispering in some of his content about starting up a bingo. So we might be participating in that as well. We'll see. We will see. I would not, wouldn't be turned off to the idea, you know? I would certainly entertain it. I think the next room, yeah, is farming, so we'll just drop this stuff in a box so we're ready. Let me check something real quick, sorry. I hate to text and drive, but... Oop, wrong button. That's why. This will sort out our mushroom needs for the rest of the raid, so we don't have to worry about that at all. We do maybe need a pickaxe, though. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Sorry, there's another content creator I like who was in an area of the world that just had a bit of a natural disaster. I don't know if you want to call it that. It was just they had rough weather. Just checking to see if they even exist anymore. Sometimes people die, you know? Please stop biting me. I really can't stomach the thought of being bit right now. It's very bad for me. My doctor says I shouldn't be bit. Oh my gosh. I would like more consistent bites if we're going to be in biting range, but hitting random 30s because he decided to spit when he's in the range of biting, I don't know what you want from me, game. Do you want me to just, like, I can't, I don't know. I think I've said before, not everything needs a perfect solution, but this one room specifically feels like it just doesn't have a good solution. Screw you biting, screw your spitting, screw all of it. After this is Tacton, and then crabs. So we're going to be, hopefully, healed up enough to just kind of blaze through Tecton. My goodness. Daddy, chill. We should have, yeah, a bit of stats dropped off. We're okay. Don't follow him. This should be only the second one, I think. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. But far better Muddial room than usual. Well, it's like 50-50. Not for lack of trying, but they just don't always work out. I'd say they often don't work out. Not they don't always work out. There's often an issue in there. You just, some point where you're stuck chugging potions. Just because that's Muddials. Maybe we should make a point to get at least one collection log every stream or something. I know there are points like this. It's like, oh, we're trying to get upgrades for the account. Like, it's important as an Iron Man to keep progressing in gear. But it does make me wonder if maybe, like, the Guthix teleports, super easy to get. I mean, just go kill a demon or a handful of the demons and we'll have one. But it just makes me wonder for a collection log oriented Iron Man if we should do that. Though, to be fair, we are kind of doing that right now. Like, this would be something we'd try to get, you know? That's what we're doing. Account upgrades are all collection logs. It's not like we're just leveling out here. Come on, you're so close. Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot. No. A 28. We can hit it. Oh, we hit a 28. Wow. We can and we did. Look at that. I think, yeah, you get points for the overhealing that the brew do. So we'll just overheal just for the points. Alright, prayer enhance is the one we need. We don't need this. We'll take a revive just for the hell of it. There is a room here. Okay. This is our last scav room, so we don't take either of those. All we need is, excuse me, planks. And the endarkened juice. Look at that. And what we grab is mushrooms. Juice is sorted, planks are sorted. If you want to provide more planks, I won't complain. We have 7, I believe, 7 of the juice in the chest. We'll just take extra because. Okay. That's pretty much the raid. All we have to do now is bonk some crabs, and it's a decent enough crab setup, so Not a bad time to bonk crabs, if I do say so myself. Alright, who's going to be bonked? You bonked? Who else? A little bit of lag on the bonking, but we're good. Yeah, send it off there. Send it off to Nowhere's Man land. Nowhere's Man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Come on. This way, crab. We're coming up on 100 million HP, XP. I'd like to say that 100 million anything XP is not XP I've ever aimed to get. It's very much something that just happens. Especially for an Iron Man, because you need all this content to get all the different upgrades and items, so you're just stuck getting more XP every day. Okay, good job. Very quick, very efficient. Love to see it. Zoomy zoomy. Take a spade. We'll need a spade, so we'll take a spade. And then we are going to plant, gather water, get more coffee, finish the raid. Build. Boop, boop, boop. Spade. Plant. Plant 2. It was just a regular chambers that I got the mega rare in, by the way. It was a solo. You know, it's what we've been running. It wasn't like I did a challenge mode or anything particularly different. Okay. In other words, consistency is key. That's the point. And it's sad to say it out loud. It hurts my heart because it means we have to keep being consistent. It's an obligation, you know? All right, I'm gonna get coffee. I'll be right back. This is gonna harvest, so see you in a second. Okay. I'm back. How many did we get? Oh, wow. That's so many. That's a lot. That's enough to get a lot of work done here, isn't it? Look at that. I was going to start running because I don't think we need to wait. Don't need to wait for any of that. Nope. Now, we have gotten 2 uniques this week, and it's not something I feel like I ever get to say. We have gotten some items. I will say, this is not to complain. This is because of math. We are still dry on uniques. So, do whatever you like. It is the fact. We are behind still. Blue, blue, green, green, a blue, blue. Green, green. Oop, that's 3 blue. Oh no. I'm a mess. What is happening right now? There we go. Okay, and then we do red. It's taken a while to get more comfortable. Excuse me with the new method here. Boop, boop, boop. I need that one. All right. Good luck, everybody. Me, myself, I think we got this. I think we'll get something. We'll get something. Just an ancestral piece would be groovy. Just one little pair of pants. I think the biggest problem with this raid for me in this conversation, this is likely to change, is there are so many unique items and the chance of getting them is so low. It's not that there's a low chance, but you only have to get 1 item. It's that there's a low chance and you need 3 different pieces of Ancestral. I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like Ancestral should roll like you have a slightly higher weight on getting new pieces rather than equal distribution. I don't know. I don't want the game to be easier. I just want it to feel like it values my time a bit more, I think is the problem. And I think Chambers feels like it kind of doesn't. It feels like it's made to be the last piece of content because you could spend so long here, which is fine, except then they keep making content. So then it's not fine anymore. If everything is the last piece of content, you kind of feel like it's just soaking up every playtime. It's like, I just gotta go do more of the last content. Hope I can get out of there before the next piece of last content. A 1. We're doing 3. A 2. Oh boy. Are we doing 3? We're doing 3 now. My fault, but, you know, get what you ask for. We ask for that to be stupid. Great. On the plus side, these aren't going to hit us, so that's something. On the downside, apparently Ulm is going to hit us. We're only down to 49 health, so assuming we take no more damage, we'll be fine. We'll just heal for 50 when the overload wears off. We'll be great. Buddy. Still got 90 health on the hand, man. Now we're at 48. I need to regen that. Do it. Oh, perfect. I can actually avoid that. Completely and totally avoided. Slide. Slide. And then we just scoot back down. Scoot back over. Scoot back up. I'm just gonna summon another. I don't know. We might not take any more damage until the overload. It's a minute and a half. It's looking real good. As long as I don't screw up. As long as we don't slip up and fall on our face, it'll be fine. I think this time we zoom all the way in. I think that's how we'll end the raid. Just wait for a pop-up. Wringing our hands, you know, staring at the screen. Oh, pop-up, please. I would like to see a twisted bow. Pop on up. I've heard people speculate that the Dex and the Arcane fell off on price because of the Giants. I don't know if that's the case. If that is the case, that's kind of really sad. The Arcane was super inexpensive anyway, and the Dex was like a couple, what, 10 mil or something. So it wasn't super expensive, but it was like aspirational, and now I guess people just don't care. I don't know why, that makes me sad. It feels like people are like shortcutting their way. Maybe not. Maybe that's not what it means. Now that we definitely need help. I don't know, all things considered, that's not too bad of a run. We use 1 sip of a potion to make up for my poor clicking, my poor timing and movement. I think we're totally good. We should stay on the prayer switch screen, that way if it spits out, if he spits out one of the little orb things, we can deal. Alrighty. GG's again. Thanks, That was a very fast phase. You know what I always forget is dropped here, and I really wouldn't mind getting, especially now? What I got? Serpentine Visage. Twisted Buckler. That's what. I forget this place buckles. Ooh. Ooh, first hammer lands. Which means second hammer usually lands. Which means run away. Beautiful. Perfect. Really. Not just beautiful, but actually perfect. Like you shining star of glory and beauty. Perfect. Let's run around. Oh, we're in our bracelet of power. Our bracelet of Shong. Our bracelet of, what, 9% magic damage or whatever it is with the shadow? Gotta wear that. Gotta wear that. Imagine how easy being a main account is. If we went to TOA, we could just get an item that could be our dex, you know? We could get an Osmoton's Fang. Oh, there you go. Go buy a dex with that. You get a Tumikins. Oh, that's most of the way to a Twisted Bow. Congrats. You just get stuff. It's crazy. It's all free. I think we can do one more. Yep. Oh. Don't do that to me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We hit a 26? I didn't know that could hit a 26. Stop it. Hit the head. I'm just gonna do a little hard that set there. There we go. I had no idea that could hit a 26. Holy cow. I always thought that was like jokes. I always thought that was like a silly little attack. Goodness gracious. 26 is not silly. It's a third of our max. And we're not even wearing magic gear. It's a third of our max when we're in magic gear. That's why I throw that one. Because I always assume it's just going to deter the thrall and do hardly any damage. GG's. No. No. I guess it's quite important at this point that we keep attacking, both for the kill itself and so the thrall stays on point. We gotta keep sending the message, you know? Keep delivering on our promise. Just scoot on back across. Scoot on back across. Constant 50s is nice, but I feel like we lose a lot of DPS by running around. I need to figure out a better running strategy. I think there's probably a better course that one could run that wouldn't involve so much wasted time. Always helps to hit a 60, doesn't it? Our overload is, what, 12 seconds off? 15 seconds? So there's no reason really to rush into healing. We took some damage there, that's why we're healing now, but otherwise, really no point. There goes the overload. We're just gonna re-overload. I'm not gonna worry about healing. In this exact moment, it's not super important. Now it's important. And getting more important. That's it. No, it's not. Oh boy. That's it. Zoom in. Dramatic walk to the white light. Alright. We got an elite clue. Because why wouldn't we get an elite clue to finish out a raid? Oop. Don't abandon whatever it is. Those mahogany planks. Are we full? Look at all this inventory, dude. Ridiculous. Such a good Olmer. Such a good Olm. Somebody got a 33-second PB at Zulra. That's pretty impressive. Okay. Oop, wrong one. Yes, the Dagonoth Kings. I want to see if they drop elite clues. I feel like they do, but I think it's super uncommon. They do. 1 in 750. That's very uncommon. Okay, to the Dagonoth Kings, I suppose. I don't really know what else on the... I guess we go back to Calvarion for a little bit. What do we think? Calvarion also drops elite clues. We got like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I think we should do Calvarion, only because the drop rate is so much worse, and well, 2 reasons. 1, the drop rate is so much worse, and 2, if we go to Dagonoth Kings, it's easier for me to go to Dagonoth Kings off stream at any hour of the day. Like over the weekend, you know, if I have some time, I can slot in a Dagonoth Kings trip. Whereas Calvarion, just stuck. You just can't. It just gets so poppin' out there. It's kind of poppin' now, but not as poppin' as, you know, we'd like to avoid. Yeet. We'll come back for you, little clue. We will be back. Just maybe not on the stream. Boop, boop, boop. One of you? Go ahead and do the combat potion, the sack. 1 sack. And then we move through our gear, which is that, this, and the boots, and the cape, and the helmet, and the gloves, and the crush. We're missing the blessing. And the armor. We're not wearing any armor, actually. That should be it. Glorious. Okay, see you soon, little clue. 1 minute to gear. That was pretty good. Wow, look at our Chambers kill count going way through the roof. All the way up. Don't touch me. Hey, touch me. We'll get more items, I'm sure. How are we looking? There is movement inside. Ooh, boy. Remember, we were just in combat with that zombie that we walked past, so we can't switch worlds so soon after being punched in the face. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe for the purpose of our own bank, we should just go to the Dagonoth Kings. Yeah, we're just gonna call it. Oh, I can't teleport from here. Well, geez. I think it's filled up. I think it's just picked up in busyness. We don't have a ton of time, but the Dagonoths don't take a ton of time, so we'll see. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think we didn't waste any brews or anything. Look at all those Osmondton's fangs. They're only 10 mil. Ooh, that's no good. Only 10 mil? Oh! I don't even know where the DKs are on this list. There they are. Yeah, it's a mess. That's not what we take to DKs at all. Let's start with melee gear, I suppose. Helmet, tops and bottoms, gloves, cape. The halberd, I think, is what I found to be my favorite pick there. Everything is a two-handed weapon now. Everything at DKs. It's either the blowpipe or the shadow, or I guess we don't have to take the shadow. It could be different. So most of it's two-handed. So. The blessing. Alright, let's do our magic kit. I think we were doing just like a one-way magic swap, maybe? I don't know, the shadow was ripping up. Oh boy. Let's take our 2 highest items. And the thing is, we weren't just using the shadow on its actual attack. Let's do a 4-way magic switch. That might be handy. 1, 2, 3. What else is high DPS? This is only 2% magic, whereas these are 2, but they're higher magic attack bonus. So to the top. And then we do Missouri. That seems good. Yeah. Probably should just do an Amulet of Fury so we get a little bit of damage across the board. I don't know. Let's think. We get more prayer bonus, we get defense bonuses, and we get magic and range. Range is really the one. I think piety just crushes old boy. We'll just take that. Okay. Now the rest. We don't need a throwing axe to get there, or the rock anymore. What else do we need? Stamina's not necessary. Antidote pluses are good. Imbued heart is good. We need to be able to get out, so teleport. I usually like to have those at the bottom here. The cape. We need lots of prayer pots. We'd pray a lot here. We'll do those combats. I don't know what we put down there. A Sanfu? I think typically I like to bring a couple of these just for starting. It never takes that many though. I'm bringing that like it's gonna matter. It's not. It never does. Dagonoth Kings are so easy, baby. Let's do that. Hold on. The Dagonoth King strategy guide. I know it seems silly to look at these strategy guides, but when you go so long without doing any kills, going back and just looking at like, there's the recommended gear. Like, what do I need to get there? What do I need to manage this? Oh, an SGS, that would be good. They recommend a light bearer as opposed to what we're wearing, and I think a light bearer is probably a better option, truth be told. Because then we can just SGS a whole bunch. Probably makes more sense. Take the SGS. What's the inventory? That's what I need to see. The rock and the axe. Those are not necessary for us, right? Yeah, we have all of this stuff. Do they recommend doing the necklace switch? Yeah, they do. They do the necklace switch. I guess we're taking a necklace, right? So it makes more sense just to wear the one. Take the other. I guess we could take the range one as well. That seems fine. We have an inventory slot. What do we put in there? Oh, they put the explorer's ring. That's a good idea. We need Alks. Okay, there's our Dagonoth King kit. All the wonderful time it took to make that. We've burned about half of our time. That's okay. Getting there is a cinch. Ooh, we should also probably make sure we're on the right magic. I don't know which one this is. Water birth. I think this is like the first time I've come in here without a stamina. I don't really do that. I'm a big stamina guy. Usually just bring one just because, but you know, all the updates and changes. I don't know, you guys aren't biting. Well, they are biting, but they're not bitey guys. They're mostly range guys. We're at 75% stamina, 70% stamina. We have the Explorer's Ring, which is 2 or 3 refills. I don't remember if it's 3 a day or something. I think it's 3. We're at 58. We're gonna make it. This is crazy. I always forget how crazy it is to come down here now, because it's been updated and now it's just so easy. Having all two-handed weapons is kind of nice, I think. I think this will be a good way to blow through some kings. Plow through some big boys, as they say. Oh boy. I guess we can go ahead and hit the heart, right? No reason I'm waiting on that one. Well, the only reason would be if we wanted to wait until after we knew we were going to need the Sanfu or not, but I think okay. Plus the heart will give us some. 1 in the standard cave, none in the Slayer cave. Guess what? We don't have a task, so off we go. Toodaloo. Whenever there's 1 in the standard cave like that, it's 50-50 that it's actually whoever it is actually fighting the Dagonoth Kings and not just camping Rex, because Iron Man will camp Rex. Oh boy. Apparently this doesn't count for anything. Just gonna kill him. Just gonna kill him. It'll be easier if we get the rotation started. I don't even need that. Truth be told. Poison? Probably. Yeah. Oh. What? What? You guys are on the same tick. That's a problem. No bueno. Maybe not as big of a problem as I'd like to think. Problem solved. Problem not totally solved, but problem getting better. Okay. I don't even know if we're supposed to take that. Do we take the rock shell plate? I feel like we should. We normally bring a herb sack because the herbs can be so abundant here. Buddy, you gotta stop. Well, now that we're settled, we've got 30 seconds before the next Dagonoth. I don't even know what to drop. We'll drop maybe a prayer potion. It feels a little crazy, but I'd hate to waste that. How long does that have left? Ooh, it's halfway gone. Oh, we gotta get the bones. I'm being a goober. Obviously, we need Dagonoth bones. These things are so expensive. Can we take this? We can. Alchemy, 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 alchemy. It's crazy. We're just eating prayer potions. Whose fault is that really, though? I mean, come on. Just have him stay over there. Might have brought too much gear. Do it. Slap me. Oh no, you're gonna be stuck. Uh-oh. Hate when that happens, don't you? Maybe we did bring the ancient scepter before. I don't know. This thing, the nice thing with the shadow is when you get to, I mean, this much health, you can just finish the kill. It's like instant, easy. Yeah, just gonna melt the rest of the health kind of setting. I am just wildly full of... It's too much stuff. I'm tempted to drink the Sarah brew just to get it out of my inventory. I don't know when he's gonna attack. Oh, there it is, right there. Love it. We're just gonna do it. I mean, we are tearing through kills. That's why we're here, but my goodness. I don't think I've ever brought a light bear. I usually bring the suffering, and this is just so much health now. Really, the only problem is DPS, but that's pretty normal for anywhere. Like, if we could just kill faster, my life would be so much better. Oh. And with the old one, too. I suppose we can kill him this way, you know. With big smacks. Sad to say, he dropped bass. Maybe even sadder to say, but we are full on the SGS. I guess we can get prayer off of him. We just don't have anything to get. We don't need anything. We've got 30 seconds before our next king shows up. Might as well, if it's full on the spec. This isn't even the best in slot melee weapon, you know? This is like 4th on the list. Poor boy. Doesn't stand much of a chance. Did we bring a Sanfu? No, we didn't. Good. I'd go crazy if we were prepping for anti-poison in these times. We're so much better than that. Like my little blowpipe standing things that remind me where to stand, you know? Back from when I was a baby. We didn't know how to fight. Alright, cowboy. You just yeet your last haw. Gonna do damage? I will do damage. Battle staves. Pin him down, boys. We don't even need the health, so we can't really even blood barrage. It's so sad. I don't even need the prayer. I don't know why I'm doing that. We can, every rotation, we should be able to heal prayer on, oops. Oh, now we need the health on old ranging boy. I don't mind though. I mean, I'll take it, you know? We got health to give. I think that prayer works with this. I don't know. Instructions unclear. Goodness. 55 is just so crazy. Like, we just regenerate so much. Big hit. We're here for the Archer's Ring and the Seer's Ring. That will complete our bingo board tile. We have to get all 4. And people have already farmed the other ones, the easy ones. Oh, never mind. Sorry, hold on, buddy. I can't. I'm in the middle of something. Literally as I'm saying it. What an absolute goober I am. Alright, I have to put that on the... I guess now we just really have to kill the mage, right? Makes it a bit easy. We go back to back? No. Sad. Oh well. Where's our boy? Come on. Let's go, let's go. You gonna slap me? Is that what you're gonna do? What are you gonna do? Stab me? I'll have to submit that to bingo later. But for now, we gotta get magical ring. One seer's ring. Ooh, buddy, you're not doing so hot. Let's do a back-to-back heal here. One more. Ooh, there's a message. Might be Bay saying, "Please come hold this boy." She did. She said, "Please come get this child." Okay, we're gonna have to wrap up then. Well, that's sad. We'll do one more kill of magical boy here, and then we'll be done. Oh my gosh! Somebody just got the seer's ring. We're done. we're done. So we'll finish this and we'll just be done. That's wild. That was bingo. That was another line. My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go, I guess. I was expecting to have to linger down here, but... yeah, we're done. So if you're lurking in the Twitch chat, YouTube chat, whatever, feel free to follow or subscribe. That's another bingo on the board. Let's go back home, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's go home. We'll come back here on task and do the Lord's work, but for now... I'm gonna go. And that's another tile on the bingo board. That was the middle one. So all we have left now is a dust, and a vernic, and that skull. So we'll work on the skull tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out. If you did, I'll see you later. Zordy, anyone who swung through. Have a pleasant start to your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye so long.